Well, really proud of our effort last night. You know, Auburn's a really different kind of team to have to deal with, and they play extremely hard. Um, as I said last night, I think their press is at an all-time frenzy. They make you really make some decisions um, in a hurry, and if you're not a good decision-making team, you can get yourself in a track meet, and you're not going to win it. So the magic number for them is if they force 23 turnovers, they usually don't lose. We turned it over 16 times last night, which is way too many. It's three more than we're averaging. But after the first half, our turnovers didn't hurt us in that we defended. You know, you can't defend turnovers at the top of the key or at half court. You can't. They're already laying it in on you. So I told the kids beforehand, if we could just limit those, give me a chance. If you take a 5-second count, fine, but give me a chance to defend them. I felt like we could do that. I was really proud defensively. I thought our energy and effort on that end was as good as it's been in a while. Y'all know I've been very critical of this group defensively because I think we can be so much better. And that, you know, last night held them to 47 points. Again, we don't turn the ball over 4 or 5 times at half court and let them lay it in on us in the first half. Might be even better. So thought our energy was good on that end. I thought our focus was good. And it's a good win. I mean, the score obviously doesn't indicate how tight the ball game was in the third quarter, but more the fourth quarter was really special. First and fourth quarters were really special. You got a Missouri team coming in that's hot. They've won 5 in a row, I think, and playing really well. They've had all week to get ready for us and didn't play last night. So Robin is a good coach, got a great staff, and they'll do a good job getting ready for us. And they always play us very smart. They do a great job in scouting, and so we're going to have to step up and make some plays on offense, and then we've got to do a good job guarding them. They averaged 8 threes made a game. So that's 24 points at the line, 3-point line that they average. So we've got to step up and guard the line a little bit, and then we've got to win the hustle plays, which is really hard against this team. They play really hard, tough, physical group. Always are, and so we're going to have a couple of really good days of prep and get ready for a red hot Missouri team.
You mentioned last night also that the box score is not indicative of the closeness of the game, but in the sense that you guys go on the road, you answer that challenge, and you win by 30 in an SEC game. Do you think that gets lost a little bit in the shuffle?
Probably. It's hard to do. It's hard to win by 30 at home, you know. But again, I think that's how well our kids played. And I thought when they ran out of gas, we kind of got our third wind, so to speak. I noticed it there late in the third, early in the fourth quarter, and he commented to my staff, "Hey, we need to get after them right now, as they look like they're huffing and puffing." And that's what we did. You know, we really kind of put our foot on the accelerator and got it going. So, you know, as hard as they play and as frantic as they play, I mean, just like us, I mean, if you're not careful, you can run out of juice. And so I've always been proud of our conditioning and our toughness and take great pride in that. So, again, it's a great win on the road. But now you got to get ready to defend your home court, something we've been pretty good at.
How difficult is it, Coach, to go from a team that just presses, and then turn around and play a totally different style in Missouri?
Well, their style is what makes it difficult. You know, I'm sure my guards, especially Morgan, it'll be a welcome sight to her to not have to deal with all that trapping. But they will do a little bit too. They will full court press you a little bit, zone press, and do some things. But you know, typically they're a really, really solid fundamental defensive team, and just really make it hard for you in certain things to do. So, you know, we're going to have to really do a good job of dissecting and attacking some areas that we can attack with them. They again do a great job scouting, and they'll know every set we run just like we know everything they run. So, you realize that when you go against Robin's team and her staff.
Coach, obviously you're not going to sneak up on anybody with the record that you have, but when you've got a team that's won 5 in a row as an opponent, is it easier to keep your girls locked in, knowing that each challenge is a little bit different?
I think so. Certain teams it seems like have had their attention a little more than others. What I've tried to do is impart on them that, hey, we're playing for a championship. You're playing for a ring. So every team deserves your utmost attention, your utmost respect, and focus. And, I told the seniors last night before the game, I said, we're going to do this 8 more times, starting tonight. You're going to get 4 of these on the road and 4 at home. And then we got a conference tournament in postseason. So it's coming down down the stretch for those seniors. So give me some leadership. Give me some sense of urgency. Give me some focus, and so we're everybody's on the same page. Hold people accountable. So this is what happens this time of year. If you'll notice, some teams go one direction, some teams maybe amp it up a notch and go the other. And so I'm hoping we're going to continue to amp it up a notch and keep going. Because if we don't, you're right, somebody's going to jump up and get you. You're getting everybody's best shot, everybody's motivation, everybody's best pregame speech. I mean, you're getting it all right now, and it's a little new for these kids, and so it's I've been proud of them how they've handled it and responded.
Against arguably the nation's toughest schedule that's been faced with numerous challenges along the way, how do you think that the kids have responded to all the challenges, whether it be coming back at Iowa State or answering the call last night against Auburn? They really seem to rise when they're faced with a challenge like that.
They certainly have. I mean, there's I mean, I guess to date, they've been really good. I mean, you can't ask for any more, really. I mean, they've answered the bell in every situation, even in the loss at South Carolina, competed their tails off to the very end, executed to the very end, and again, it just came down to one play. And so you take from every experience we've had this year, and you try to grow from it and learn from it. And again, I go back and all the way back. When I get these files, y'all, and I always look at last year's scout, but then I go back 2, 3, 4 years, and I look and see, well, how did we do against them, and who was on the roster, and who was successful. And this freshman class, the senior class, that when they were freshmen was so important to us, and they continue to be very important to us. But what we've done is lived up to our end of the bargain, and we promised them we'd get them some help, and we have. So they've answered the bell every time, it seems like, and that's the challenge now. We're in February, and I say this all the time, it's a long, hard grind, and we've got to continue. I've got to continue to monitor my team, make sure that I put them in the best position to be successful. I got to monitor their health. I got to monitor and adjust with minutes sometimes, and so that's my job. We'll keep doing it.
It's obvious that the team respects Dominique and the things that she's been able to do, being a senior and everything. Blair's talked about it and some others. But just her coming back from the injury earlier this year the way she did she gain even more respect from her teammates, you think?
Well, I think just Dominique commands your respect just by how hard she plays and her competitive spirit. I mean, it's contagious. Has been since the first day she stepped on campus, and that's what I recruited her for. She's really impacted our program, not just statistically, but in so many ways. And so, she's still, in my opinion, she's still not back. She's still figuring some things out and getting some things back, some quickness back, and things like that. She's about a half a step, I think, still off from where she was. So, that's, to me, that's a good thing. I still got the best Dominique in front of me in the next month and a half, hopefully 2 months. So, she certainly is someone I think that her teammates respect, no question about it.
How do you want, or how would you like the kids to use the fact that they've responded as well to those challenges, like you said, in looking forward down the road that you've got 7 more SEC tournament, NCAA tournament, with that idea that there's a ring out there, that there's maybe something a little bit higher to aspire to?
Well, I want them to, obviously we're focusing one game at a time, but, one thing that gets kids' attention is bling, and so right now we're in the hunt for that. But we've got to just try to play one game at a time and focus on the one team that's in front of us. I think we've done a really good job of that all year. Not getting caught up in who's next, where it is, how far we got to go, when we leaving, but just the one game at a time mentality, and really trying to live that piece to the fullest. Focus today, tomorrow, totally on Missouri. Get wrapped up in everything they do, how they do it, what they want to do, and then we got to go execute a game plan. And so, again, I think the carrot that's out there, they know what that is. We all do. And right now, that's one of our goals that we set in preseason, and it's still available. If at some point that doesn't become available, I don't think we'll lose any motivation or focus. We just got to continue to try to win ball games and be the best that we can be. Again, one play, 1 minute better. Give me that every day. Get 1 minute better. Get one play better. Give me that every day, because we still got a lot of days in front of us. And when it's all shakes out and it's all said and done, 1 month, 2 months from now, we ought to be pretty good.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
All right, praise the Lord and go Dogs.
Tom, take us back to last night. Auburn made some changes with the press at halftime, kind of gave you guys some trouble. How did you kind of overcome that?
I think we just stayed after it all night. They were relentless in their trap. They were not going to get out of it. So, we just kept attacking it all night. And, once we broke it, we kind of just calmed down and got the ball to the bigs, and that really helped us.
How difficult is it to go from one style to the next, and you don't have much time to prepare for the next team? How big of adjustments do y'all have to make from game to game? Because Auburn was a pressing style, and then Missouri's going to bring something totally different to the table.
It's pretty hard just because, most of these teams do play really different, but our coaches do a really good job of getting us prepared. So, it's hard, but, they make it easier for us.
How do you think that you guys have responded to all the challenges you guys have faced as a team so far this year?
I think we've responded really well. Just, we've been hit with adversity, but we've always managed to bounce back and just respond in good ways.
How do you think, or what do you think is the biggest thing that you guys have gained from all the bumps in the road, so to speak?
Just knowing that we're not perfect and that we have things that we need to work on every day. We need to get better in practice. We need to have better practices, and we just need to prepare well for the games.
Tiara seems to have really taken a big step here in the last month or so. What are you seeing from her out there on the floor?
I think it just starts in practice, starts in practice and carries over to the game. So just having a good mindset in practice, being ready to practice, and just, I think, forcing her will in practice, and then carries over to the game.
I'm sure you guys will likely talk about some of the things that happened last night, but how much do you guys reflect on the fact that you were tested, they cut it to 6, and then you come back and you win by 30 on the road in the SEC, which is a pretty significant accomplishment?
We came out really well in the game, and then they kind of came back in the second quarter, and then third quarter starts and they come back at us again. So, I think the game's full of runs, and, the other team makes a run, we make a run. I think it's all about responding to the runs, and I think we've been doing that really well. And I think we go back and look at all the mistakes we make, and we work on those things. And I think we just need to work on having stronger third quarters, just because we have come out of the locker room slow, and just working on that.
You seem to kind of found your stroke here in the recent ball game. So what are you doing differently? What are you finding out there?
I think getting reps in practice and just shooting extra after practice has helped me, and I'm just more comfortable now, and I'm just taking what the defense gives me. If I'm open for a three, I'll shoot the three. They're forcing me out the three, I'll just pull up for three. So, I mean, not for a three, but for a jumper. So I think just being comfortable out there on offense and just taking what they give me.